Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. This week on the old Magic Roundabout, we've got something a little bit different again. We've got a Lotus Elite, caught by Corgi Toys, with a little flying club, trailer and airplane on it. There we go, something a little bit different. As you watch this go around, I'd like to welcome any new friends of the channel. Welcome aboard, thank you very much. Welcome back all the old friends of the channel. Thanks for sticking around. Now this one, as you watch it go around, let me tell you a little bit about it. This was not registered in the Corgi catalogues, because this one was made for, back then the shop was called St Michael's, which I think now is Marks and Spencer's. So it's got no identification on the base plate, as you'll see when you get it off. And this was a gift set. They did two versions of this gift set. They did this version, and they did a version with this included a spare airplane, a helicopter, and a silver Land Rover. That was the bigger gift set. And in the catalogue you'll see the different airplane colour with a trailer and a Land Rover, and then there's another one with a trailer and a Jeep. But this is made specifically for Marks and Spencer's, or St Michael's as it was called back then. Anyway, let's get off to Magic and have a look, see what we're dealing with. All right, here we are then. Still with the Lotus first. This is as it came, as a gift set like this. Okay, with the airplane and everything else. This is a Bird on the Wing, the Wings Flying Club. I'll try and include a picture of the original gift set in the St Michael's packaging, along with the bigger gift set. You'll see. Here we go. As you can see, there's no markings underneath except saying Lotus Elite. Nothing to do with Corgi, no number on it. I think the number was 8. They did designate number 8001. I'm not sure, but I'll put it in the description anyway. Yeah, what we got a couple of posts at the front, a couple at the back, and one in the big and in the middle. I don't know how that's going to hold. Doors open. No steering wheel, so we've got to nick a steering wheel from somewhere. Glass seems to be alright. Yeah, it's tinted glass, so it is what it is. Got a sticker on the back. MS 1979. Yeah, they see Marks and Spencer's 1979. Same on the front. I'll see if we can get them off without damaging them. Even though Andy Bourne has kindly did me some decals, that's why I've chosen to do this one. Because he's done some decals. There you go. Right, so that's the Lotus. The aircraft, and that pulls off there. This is the trailer. There you go, just standard trailer there. No markings on it again, just made in Great Britain. Got this on it as plastic. So we'll have to de-rivet that to strip the paint off this. The hook's in good condition. I don't know why whether it's me or my camera's showing up a bit whitish. Anyway, the aircraft, now how it goes together, basically that just goes inside there like that. Yeah, that's it. That's your plane. Got your propeller on the front. Very often you'll find these planes, you'll find this bit. You might find the wings, but it hasn't got a canopy on it. Most of them, the canopy is missing, broken off. It just pinches in between there. So that's not too bad. These are stickers originally from the factory, but we can replace it with decals. This is plastic. The prop's plastic, and the little joystick is plastic. Okay, the rest is die cast, held together by one rivet here. This is missing its back wheel there, but I have got two. I have got spares, but neither of them got canopies on it. Okay, now these two are from the Corgi registered set. the Land Rover or the Jeep, because you can see the markings are different. It's got number 23 on it, yeah, and Diats on the back. That's got a prop, that's got a prop, but luckily both of these have got a set of wheels, so I can nick a set of wheels off one of these, or I can just use one of these, strip it down. Okay, but I really need to, if I'm going to use caustic soda or something, I need to get these wheels off here, so I'm going to need to grind them out anyway. So I've got a choice of two, and that's the other wing what goes with one of these, number 23, that one in there, but it hasn't got the canopy. So there you go, this is where we are. So where's, what have I lost? Oh yeah, so that's that, that's those two. So we're going to start stripping them down. I think we'll start with the old girl Lotus first. This is a jade green. I have got some jade green, but I haven't got enough, so I'm going to have to buy some more jade green. I'll use it in the high coat. When I strip this down, I'm going to try and heat that up and get that off if I can, and keep that. These have been no good, so I'll replace them. It's got a whether it's a matte or semi-gloss roof on the back top there. Yeah, so I'll get the tools out and we'll make a start. Right, here we go. Drilled all the bits and bobs out. That was a bit of a mission, but we got there in the end. Let's deal with the Lotus first. Plastic casing, be very careful. I damaged it a bit here in that corner. Okay, so be very careful with this one. I suggest you use a burr rather than a drill. I use a drill, and I wish I'd used a burr, but yeah, be careful. Anyway, not to worry, be fine. Base plate off. Wheels just come out as standard. Just want re-chroming those. That's your wheels. Right, okay, tow bar at the back. Drop that out, no real sweat on that one. Bumper just lifts off. We'll be able to try and access that. The front bumper's in the base. So now we've got to this page. It should be fairly straightforward. Had a centre rivet there. I don't know why, what that was intended to do. But we'll open the doors, because I think that's the way to get the interior out. Part of it anyway. That's the back half. There. And the seats are, looks like they're separate. Yeah. And separate seats so we can get them washed. This is the dashboard. And the front piece. See, so you can push that back if you want and pull it out. So you put it back in a similar way. Lift and separate. Dashes. Got some dials on it. Bit of doing, but the steering wheel's no good. It's been snapped off, I think. Yeah. Doors. These are these spring things. I'll see if I can twist them out, but I don't think I'll bother. I think I'll leave them in. Yeah, I don't mind painting them while they're on. Because sometimes if you don't, if you do want to get the back, you've got to grind there and there, get that bar out. You can, sometimes you can twist them, but these won't twist off. But if you twist off, then you've got to mess about getting them back in. You can grind it off if you want to, and do the doors separate. But there's plenty of gap down here to get in with a bit of spray. Put it in there, then half close them, finish them off. So that's where we're going to go. This plastic. Now I just took this out of here. You can't feel it. You can't feel through the camera, and you can't scratch and sniff neither. This plastic is different to the normal plastic, like something in this Curio Cosse. Not the colour, obviously, but the texture. You could polish this. You ain't going to be able to polish that, I don't think. it's that newer plastic they've used, and you can feel it. It's just soft, and it's very soft, and I think I will struggle. I'm not even going to bother trying to sand it. If I sand it, I ain't going to get that back. It's going to bloom, and it's going to look a mess. So, yeah, you guys who've done restorations and stuff, you'll know what I mean. When you pick up one of these, you can tell it's that newer glass. A bit like some of the repo glass you buy. It's that softer material, softer plastic. And you put a sanding thing on it, and it won't go. I'm tempted to try it, but I haven't got a spare, so I'm not going to try it. I'm going to give it a good old wash and a clean up. Okay, I might. I'm sorry, I might try it on there. I might try it on there, but I don't know. I'm doubtful. But yeah, different plastics. Be careful. That's that. That's your body. Got to get stickers off here. So that's that. That's that out of the way. Let's moving on. Trailer. I drilled the 2 rivets out of there. Just pull that out. Job done. Okay, I've got to get these off here first. I don't think they'll just pull out. I think they'll need, yeah, they'll need grinding out. Yeah. I've got to grind them out. Leave that over there. Airplane, well, we know about the wings. I've took the canopy off. That's here. It's just 2 pinchers. You just pinch it in like that together. Like that. And it comes off. Put that in there. There's your wings. Just got to get the stickers off. There's your fuselage. 1 rivet. Come on in. You bugger. Comes apart. That's your base. Your wheels. I've knocked that pin. There's a little pin there. I've knocked that through, so it should come out. There it is. So that's just been to the dentist. You've got the propeller, just pulls out there. The joystick just falls out there. And there you got it. So I think it's going to be a tap and screw in there. Get that back in together again. Now, the wheels, I'll tell you what, I had a nightmare getting these out of this other one. I took them out of this one, and I tell you what, flipping heck. That one's about, there's this one at the bottom. That particular one, I don't know why that particular one, they're really, if you look at the bottom, they're really tight. You can't get a grinding wheel in because it's these here. It hits them and smashes. You'll cut through them if you're not careful. These aren't so bad. You get them out. That one. But if you try and force these arms up to get it out of here, you bend them out of shape, and then you've got a mission on your hands. But luckily, I've got it. But when I put them in this one's really loose. So whether somebody got them out somehow, but yeah, they go in there anyway. Look. It might want a little bit of finagling, but yeah, it's pretty much there. Yeah. So we're good to go on that. So here we are now, ready to strip the paint. There you go. There's a lot of bits here. I don't want to lose any of these bloody things. Yeah, that's that. So it's got to grind this one off. Just going to lip the grinder in there and in there, or a burr, just so I can lift that off. Because I'm going to put this in the caustic, clean it up, because it's all scratched at the bottom. It needs repainting. And I've got to drill holes there anyway, so there you go. Oh, I might not drill holes. We'll see. Got to get these wheels off anyway. This is our Lotus, all stripped and cleaned up. I've done the trailer and the airplane, stripped the paint off them. The orange took a long time to get off. The silver and this green came off no problem. So I've already gone ahead and primed the trailer, because there's nothing to show, just a trailer. And the airplane the same. You see me split it in half. Just got the paint off it. So I need to get a little bit in front with this, so I've primed them. They're over there priming. This one, No real carset lines, bit of a clean up to do. See the details, elite on the front there. Doors are all there. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. What I've got to do now is got to drill here because they're very thin posts. So I'm going to drill with the 1.5 tap and screw there. That I might put a rivet in or just go with a screw. And these are thin at the front, so I think that's to be a wise decision to do that. Can't afford to wander with the drill on there because there's not a lot of room. So we'll flatten these off first and then go in with the drill. So yeah, apart from that, once I cut a primer, I put some super glue and baker powder on that piece there. I bought myself some high build primer, or filler primer. It's high build primer. So we'll put a bit of that on the roof to see if it helps. I've put super glue and clean it all off. So it should be okay. So there you go. So next time you see this, it will be painted. I got the jade green for it when I bought some. That's when I got the high build primer. So I got that and the jade green. So like I say, the aircraft and the trailers up there primed, just drying off, and I got the fire on, so I'm going to wax a primer on this. Yeah, and then I'll drill the holes in there afterwards because I want to turn the fire off shortly. Because I'm going to rub the primer down with wet and dry. It won't matter if I drill these holes after. Okay. Here we are then. I'll just show you this. This is a jade green, all painted. It's not lacquered yet because I'm putting the decals on. Semi-gloss black roof there. Come out quite nice, a jade green. This is the metallic jade green. This is the ordinary signal orange for the aircraft. And that's the trailers, just silver metallic. These decals were supplied to me by my good friend Andy from Andy's Garage Diecast Restorations. He's done these for me, so thanks very much, Andy, and they seem to be working out a treat. So I need to get these on here so I can get it lacquered and see how we go. And I've already lacquered these transfers and decals. So what we've got to do now is yeah, and I painted that all in one. I screwed it back together and I painted it all in one. I have to take it apart again because I've got to put the propeller in, but it was easy for me to paint it all in one. So I'm just going to do the decals on the wing now. As two, I have put quite a bit of lacquer on these, so they might take a while to soak up and move. So I'm going to put this one in as well, and I put them on a bit of folded over masking tape while I lacquer them after I cut them out. So I'll put them in. I've got some in some warm water here. I might drop that one back in there in a minute. I don't think it's ready to move yet. No. I drop one back in there because the water's cooling all the time I'm doing this. So I used to have a tuna fish tin, and I just put water in it and I stood it on a little stand and I had a candle burner underneath it, so it kept the water warm all the time. Good little tip that, except remember when the water evaporates and you burn through the tin, but there you go. Right, so give me a minute and then I'll be back when these decals are floating, so to speak. Okay, I think we're about ready now. Here we go. Just put a bit of water on there. I like to take mine out of the water a little bit on the early side and put them on the hard surface here and let them soak a little bit. And we'll just see. You should be good to go. Just slide that way a bit. There we go. These were stickers originally. I'll get hold of it. Come on, you little toe rag. There we go. There's me all fingers and thumbs here. Let's just use a bit of water to position it right. Wings Flying Club. There you go. We'll just take some of the water out. Always be very careful with homemade decals. There you go. I'm going to put some microsol, the warm stuff, on in a minute, but I'm not going to put a lot on. I'm going to put a little bit on because that's quite hot and I don't want it to damage these decals, even though I put plenty of lacquer on. I think I put 3 coats of lacquer on, actually, to be honest with you. So we're going to try lift this up if I can. Get your finger underneath it. Slide it a little bit, make sure it's movable. There we go. That on there. Whoops. Careful, careful. Careful. Be very careful. Just manoeuvre it with a bit of water. Get them lined up with a leading edge up there somewhere. Yeah, if you haven't checked Andy's channel out, do yourself a favour, nip over and check him out. He's doing some good work. He's doing some good restorations. He's well worth a visit and well worth a sub. So, very knowledgeable guy when it comes to aircraft and stuff like this, if you like your aircraft. And your Formula 1 racing, he likes all that. So, yeah, pop over and give him a check him out. It's always good to help people out in the community. There you go. So that's on there now. And what I'm going to do, just wipe my brush over. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. I'm not going to put a lot on, just to help this soak into the ribs. There you go. We're going to leave it like that now. I'm not going to be tempted to touch it because I've got a real bad problem when I'm doing decals or anything like that, or when I'm hand painting. I'll do it and I'll go, I'll just do that a little bit more, just to straighten that line out just a tad, and bang, I ruin it. It's like when the old TV sets used to get at home, where you used to put the aerial in. Somebody say, "I'll just move the aerial a little bit," and you'd be twisting the aerial around till you got a good picture. And I'll be the one who twisted that little bit more, and the picture would go. So get that away. Get that away. Move my blade out of the way. Get rid of that. I always had to tidy up when I finished each process. Okay. I've got a spare one now. I've got to cut a spare one out. You give me plenty of spares. You must have known what I like. So that's that. Now the other thing I've got to say is the decals, the sticker where it said Marks and Spencer's on it, it weren't happening. I couldn't get it off. It kept tearing, destroying. I did try warming it up. It wasn't having it. So I'm going to have to put another never number plate on it and paint some lights in. Okay. Next stage, lacquer. But I won't be lacquering this. So that'll be done. I'm not lacquering the plastic. Have a look at this little lot here then. About 22, 23 pieces altogether. Excuse me. So we're ready for assembly. Let's just run through a few bits that I didn't show on camera, because I'm trying to keep the time down on this one. as we saw, that's your Jade green. I've got your semi-gloss black roof on there. I scratched the Elite out of there and off the boot, chromed in the filler cap. I didn't do that side, I forgot that side. I'll do that later anyway. So yeah, that's all good to go. That's that. I've done the wheels. I used a liquid Molotov rather than the pen. It's going okay. Dashboard, just put a few to make it stand out a little bit. These are the decals for the lights on there. So because the Marks and Spencer's one stickers just disintegrated when I was trying to get them off, so there's not a lot I could do about that. Seats and interiors all been cleaned up, propellers all been cleaned up. Now the glass, as I said before, it's that soft glass, and I polished it best I can. Obviously there's some scratches in it, but if I was to hit that with the sanding or even the wet sand in it, I have tried it on the roof in the middle, if you can see. It's all got lines in it and it's all gone dull. So if you hit this with wet, so I've got it with a bit of metal polish best I can, and some ordinary car windscreen polish to make it shine. So that's that. Screws them up. Trailer. It's just a trailer. I've just glued that back in there. So there's no point putting screws in that little bit there. So I just glued that back in there. So really, on the airplane, what I've done with that, I took it apart obviously. Painted the seat. Filler cap. Painted the rad in there, and on the sides here I painted the engine bit and a little bit of whatever that was going up there, I don't know, and I put the wheels back in. You know, these are simple things. You don't really need putting that on camera. Just click them back in and just put a little drop of super glue in there to hold it in where I filed it out to get them out. So that's that job done. The wings, I've just stuck the canopy back on there so I don't lose it. It has got a crack down it where I cleaned it. You can see there's a crack down it, but I haven't got a replacement. So until I can find a replacement, they only pull off and pull on anyway, so that's no big deal. Those decals that Andy did set down nice on there, so we are good to go. So let's assemble the biggest thing first and we'll get the car out of the way first, shall we? So I'll just put these over out of the way for a minute, so we don't get confused.com. There you go. We don't want to be putting things on that don't belong in. We'll move the trailer over here. There's the car. Best for this one's doors open. First go in obviously is the glass. Chuck that in there, like so. Followed by the dashboard. Right way round your Wally. Should just fit underneath. Fits underneath them door arms. If you get the doors open wide enough. There you go, that fits underneath there. Now the seats come in two sections. So you want to be putting your seats on like so. And then drop them in. I think that's about right there. Looks like it. Then we can safely shut the doors. Keep that in place. Next bit is the rear bumper. Put that in, slide that over your screw holes. Your toe hitch, you need your toe hitch on this time. Put that in there. Now. And your wheels, these are both the same size. That one in there. That one in there. Then your This is going to be a pain. Put that on there. Try and get that fit in there. It does. Put that in there at the back. It does. I don't like these super fast wheels. They're bloody big and clunky, aren't they? Look at them. The size of them. Right, now screw this lot down. We'll put the big one in the middle first to hold it all together. This is a good idea. Don't worry about that bit of white stuff around. That's a bit of polish that I used to shine up the plastic. Here we go. It's been a fun little build, this one, to be honest with you. I enjoy doing this one. As I said previously, this is not in the Corgi catalogue. This was, what's the word I'm looking for? Commissioned by Marks and Spencer's. Or as it was then, St Michael's. So there we have the car. All singing, all dancing. Doors opening. Doors closing. Doors opening. Doors closing. There you go. Quite smart, that. So that's the car out of the way. Let's get the trailer on. There's the trailer. There's your car and your trailer. Now let's look at your airplane. Right, we need to get this in first. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. What am I doing? Put that in first. Hook that in there. That in there. I had to use a washer on this one because the hole was a bit big. Now the washer's come out. This is going to start fannying around now. Excuse me while I mess about trying to get this in here. This one's got big fat fingers, that's the trouble. Right, we'll get that in there. There we go. That should hold it together. There you go. Screw that together. Sure that's in the right place. Yeah, Corgi did do one of their own. There's a Land Rover. There's your airplane. No, it ain't. I've got to put these in first. It can't go without this, can it? You can just push that in. I better loosen it first, don't I? You could have put this in first, but you don't really need to. You can just push it in once it goes over that gap. There you go. There's your hairy plane. We'll put our wings on in the front and down the back. That's our aeroplane wings. Just make sure that's the right thing I've got here. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Looks in there, goes down there like so. I think actually there it is. There's a little bobble. That's it, you got it. There you go. Our aeroplane. So there we have the Wings Flying Club, Lotus Elite and trailer. How about that then? Yeah? How about that? Now it folds, how it goes together. You lift the back up here, there, pull that out. Put your wings in like so. They does overhang the front. And then put your aircraft in like so. And there you have it. Wings Flying Club. Let's get it on a magic then. Come on. This is what we started with. The old Corgi Toys Lotus Elite Flying Club setup with a little plane and everything else. So have a look, see what we did to it and see if you fancy it. See if you like it. Have a look at this. Here we have it then. The old Corgi Toys Lotus Elite. The Wings Flying Club set. Commissioned by St Michael's or Marks and Spencer's, whatever you like to call it. Like I said before, this one doesn't appear in the Corgi catalogue. There you go. I did 2 sets of these. One set was like this, and the other set had an extra airplane, a helicopter. Yeah, and there's also a silver Land Rover as well. But the Corgi catalogues did a blue Land Rover and a different colour aeroplane. So yeah, enjoyable build. Bit of fun. Quite enjoyed doing this. I've been looking to do this for a while. And a big thanks again to Andy Bourne from Andy's Garage Diecast Restorations for doing the decals for me. Thank you very much, Andy. And like I said previously, go check him out. Give him a sub, a like. He's doing really well with his channel, his restorations. So, look forward to your comments on this one. It's too big to attach on this turntable. It keeps banging into the side and falling off, and I don't want to damage it up. You've seen it on the bench attached, and you've seen the aircraft built up. So, there we go. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Just get them wings out of the way. So, like I say, look forward to your comments. And we'll see you all again next week with another restoration. So whatever you're doing, hopefully you'll be lucky. Stay happy. Be happy. And we'll see you all again next week. Bye for now. And we'll cut it just at the front.